Every morning you stand at the gates of war, not with the world, but with yourself. And no one hears it, no one sees it, but deep down, it's there. That split second after you open your eyes, that sacred silence before the chaos kicks in, that's where your fate is forged. Not in your job, not in your bank account, not in how many people texted you back. It's right here, in this breath, in this moment where most people roll over, swipe open, and surrender. They don't rise, they react. Their body leaves the bed, but their soul stays 6 feet under, buried beneath yesterday's guilt and tomorrow's fear. You see them, you know them, maybe you've been one of them, dragging yourself into the day like a prisoner on repeat. Same doubts, same fears, same loop, a ghost in your own damn life. And the worst part? You pretend it's normal, you drink your coffee, you tie your shoes, you smile through the burn. But deep down, something's dying. And it's not your body, it's your fire. And if that strikes a nerve, good. You're alive, you're not broken, you're waking up. Because there comes a moment when you stop sugarcoating your suffering and start standing on it like a throne. That moment is not found in fake affirmations or pretty planners. It's found in resistance. It's forged in the scream behind your silence, the fury beneath your calm. It's born in the tension between who you've been and who you're about to become. And that tension, it's not weakness. It's your power stretching its limbs. The world doesn't wait. The world doesn't ask if you're okay. It slams down demands and expects your best when you feel your worst. So, if you don't command your mornings, you bleed all day. That's not opinion. That's ancient fact. Stoic truth. The battlefield isn't outside your window. It's inside your skull. And if you don't dominate your mind, the second you wake up, it'll chew you up and spit out your potential before sunrise. Marcus Aurelius didn't write soft words for soft men. He wrote in the dark. He wrote in war. He said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." That wasn't poetry. That was a warrior's ritual. He didn't mean wake up and scroll through strangers' lives. He meant wake the hell up inside and own the air you breathe. He meant move like life is watching, and you're not asking for mercy. This video isn't here to coddle your pain. It's not here to be polite. It's not built for people chasing comfort. It's carved for those who wake up with rage in their chest and refuse to bow. For the ones who've been shattered, ghosted, mocked, betrayed, and still choose to stand. You want easy mornings? This ain't it. This is a soul recalibration. This is blood in your mouth and steel in your spine. This is your comeback, beginning before breakfast. Because if you can win the morning, you can crush the entire day. If you can rise when your bones beg you to lay down, you become untouchable. This isn't about perfect habits. This is about spiritual warfare, emotional resurrection. You don't need 10 tips. You need one commandment: refuse to stay dead. So listen like your soul is starving. These 9 principles aren't suggestions. They're strikes of lightning made for those who've walked through emotional hell and came out howling. Don't skip, don't blink, don't touch that screen. Let it hit, let it cut, let it crawl inside your bones and rewire the part of you that's been sleeping through your own damn life. And if this hits something in your chest, say it. Scream it in the comments like a battle cry, not a whisper. I refuse to wake up weak. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. From this breath forward, your mornings belong to warriors only. Now, let's get into it. Number 1. Sit with your silence before the world touches you. Before the world slaps your face with noise, confusion, and chaos, grab your own soul by the throat and look it in the eye, because most people, they don't wake up, they reanimate. Like soulless machines rebooting for another round of slavery. Their alarm screams, their phone lights up, their brain is dragged by the ankles into a battlefield of headlines, gossip, fake urgency, endless noise. They open their eyes, but they never arrive. They start running before their spirit even shows up to the race. Seneca warned, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." But how can you learn how to live when you spend every morning being spoon-fed someone else's panic? How can you evolve when the first voice you hear belongs to a stranger selling you fear? This is not just about a morning routine. This is about owning the first beat of your day like it's your last breath. This is about declaring war on every voice that tries to hijack your focus before your soul has even spoken. You need to sit in the silence like a king returning from exile. No music, no scrolling, no replying, no performing. Sit like a monk staring into the void. And yes, it will feel wild. It will feel like your bones are screaming, because silence is not quiet. Silence is confrontation. Silence is a roaring courtroom where every suppressed emotion takes the stand. It's where the guilt, the anger, the unfinished grief, the regrets, they all start pounding at the door you've kept bolted shut for years. And if that scares you, good. It means you're finally home. You sit, not to be calm, but to be armed. You breathe, not to relax, but to summon your spirit back from the battlefield of yesterday. You sit in that silence like it's the last safe place on earth, because it is. The world doesn't care about your peace. It wants your attention, your time, your soul. So if you don't claim the first 5 minutes, the world will take the next 24 hours. Silence is not a vibe. It's not some spiritual accessory for influencers. It's your rebellion. It's your rage turned inward until it becomes wisdom. It's what separates the reactive child from the grounded warrior. It's where your mind stops twitching like a dog chasing noise and starts standing tall like a man who remembers who the hell he is. And then, in that stillness, something happens. A whisper, a pull, a knowing. You hear the voice that's been buried beneath opinions, comments, and comparisons. You hear your own damn truth. The compass sharpens, the fog clears. And for the first time in days, you're not obeying the chaos, you're cutting through it. No, silence won't solve your problems. It won't erase your pain, but it gives you back the wheel. It hands you the sword. It reminds you that control doesn't come from dominating others. It comes from not being dominated by yourself. So tomorrow morning, before you give your mind away to the circus, sit with your madness, stare at it, let it burn, let it whisper, let it scream. And when you rise, you'll walk into the world like a storm wearing a calm face. Because the world didn't touch you first. You touched your soul before anyone else got the chance. Number 2. Make your bed with the discipline of a warrior. This is not about fluffing pillows or arranging sheets for some Instagram post. This is war, and your bed is the first damn battlefield. You wake up, and what's the first thing you do? Lay there like a prisoner of your own thoughts? Or do you rise, throw back the covers, and assert dominance over the chaos before the day even sees your face? Because the first act of your day will decide how the rest of it unfolds. You want to conquer the world? Then start with the most basic, most primal battle. Make your bed. And make it like a warrior. No excuses, no laziness, just discipline. Every crease you smooth is a declaration. Every corner you tuck is a declaration of war. And you're fighting not against the sheets, not against the blankets. You're fighting against the weak version of you that would rather stay in bed and rot. You're telling your brain, we do what needs to be done. We don't need motivation. We don't need inspiration. We need action. This is the first small victory that says, I'm in control today. Epictetus didn't talk about mastering empires. He talked about mastering yourself. You're not some bystander to your life. You're the goddamn architect. And how do you build? By doing the smallest things with brutal precision. The bed isn't just a bed. It's a test. Every wrinkle you fight is a victory over the chaos creeping into your mind. Every smooth surface is a symbol of your mastery. And that small victory in the morning is a seed that grows into massive control over your life. There are days when you wake up feeling like a ghost, tired, drained, overwhelmed. Maybe the weight of the world is sitting on your chest like a stone. Maybe the depression is so thick you can't even see your hands in front of your face. So, what do? You stay down. Let the darkness claim you. No, you rise. You don't make your bed because it's easy. You make it because you refuse to be a prisoner to your emotions. You make it because you're fighting against the idea that your mind controls you. You do it because you're still in the fight. You don't make your bed for anyone's approval. Not for your partner, not for your mum. You make it because it's your first act of self-mastery. You're telling the world, before anyone else gets a piece of me, I own myself. And when you walk out of that room, you don't walk out defeated. You don't shuffle into the day like a zombie. You march into it like a goddamn warrior who's already won the first battle. Start small. Win the little wars. Because once you've conquered your bed, everything else bends to your will. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up with relentless discipline. The bed is your proving ground. It's your opening move. It's where you tell the universe, I'm still here, and I'm not backing down. Number 3. Speak an intention. Out loud. With the weight of a vow. Stop whispering your life away. You wake up. Your mind's a blank canvas, or maybe it's already been painted with self-doubt, regret, and a lack of purpose. You think you're in control, but the second your feet hit the ground, it's over. Why? Because most people speak their day into existence like they're ordering a coffee. Ugh, another long day, they mumble. Or, I can't deal with this. And just like that, they've cursed themselves for the rest of the damn day. And here's the thing, you're not those people. Don't let them be your blueprint. Your words are your weapons, whether you know it or not. When you speak weakness, your mind doesn't just hear it, it believes it. And guess what? It shapes your day into that exact weakness. If you give it permission to be weak, your entire life starts to mirror that weakness. You don't get to play the victim anymore. The world doesn't get to define you. You define you. So tomorrow morning, when the darkness of your bed is holding you hostage and you can already feel the weight of your excuses creeping in, stand up. Look yourself dead in the eyes and speak. Don't just talk. Speak like you're carving your fate into stone with a sword. Say it like you mean it. Say it like it's a damn vow to your soul. I don't give a damn how I feel. I will move forward. I won't let emotions choke my actions today. I will be who I said I would be. Do you know what happens when you say that? The universe stops for a second. The world doesn't get to decide who you are anymore. You just took the wheel. You didn't just talk yourself into an affirmation. You just forged a commandment. Every word is a stone you're laying down to build your empire. Don't let it be a wish. Let it be a war cry. Zeno, the guy who practically founded Stoicism, understood this better than most. When he said, well-being is realized by small steps, but it is no small thing, he wasn't talking about a walk in the park. He was talking about the relentless, unyielding war you fight within your own mind. Every word you speak is a step forward or a step back. It's not a small thing, it's the thing. And when you speak your truth, when you speak your intention with the power of a vow, there's no force that can touch you. No one can drag you off your path. No one can push you around. Because you've already chosen who you are. You've already claimed your power, and that's something no one can take away from you. This doesn't make you invincible, but it makes you unstoppable. Every single morning, you get to decide if you'll be the hero of your story or the victim. And when you speak with power, when you speak with intent, you don't just show up, you show up armed, and that's how you fight the chaos of life. So tomorrow, say it again, louder this time. Speak like your soul is listening, because it is. Number 4, visualize one hard thing, then decide to face it. Most men wake up hoping the day will be gentle, praying that the universe will ease them into the grind. Weakness. The Stoic man doesn't wait for life to be kind. He storms into it. He doesn't pray for comfort. He welcomes discomfort like an old friend. So here's the challenge. Before the chaos of the world rips you apart, you tear through your own limits first. In the rawest, most primal way, you dare yourself to stare down the one thing that makes your stomach tighten. The one thing that sends a jolt of cold terror through your chest. The thing you've been running from, whether it's a phone call, a conversation, or a challenge you've convinced yourself is too big. Visualize it. You can feel it, can't you? That weight pressing on your chest like it's about to crush your soul. Your mind will scream, "No, no, not today, let me hide." You'll try to justify every reason to escape. But here's the cold, unfiltered truth. Running away makes you weaker. This moment, this raw, unfiltered feeling of dread, is exactly where you must fight. You don't back off. You don't bargain with yourself. You look that fear in the eye, and you choose to walk straight into it. No armor, no safety net, no promises of an easy ride. Just you, standing tall, ready to face whatever nightmare is waiting. Marcus Aurelius wasn't some philosopher who sat comfortably on a golden throne, avoiding the world's bloodied battlefield. He knew that real growth happens when you strip down to the bones of your fear, stare at it in the face and say, "You don't control me." He knew pain and hardship are only illusions when you choose to look past them. This isn't about conquering the world in one giant leap. It's about deciding, choosing to take that first step toward the hell you're avoiding. It's about making the decision that no matter how intense, how chaotic, how agonizing, you will move toward the struggle. Because here's what the average man never learns. Every time you choose the discomfort, you make your resolve a little stronger. Each time you decide to stand in the fire and not run, you burn away weakness. Most people fantasize about ease, about a calm life, but real men don't fantasize about avoiding pain. They embrace it. They know it's not the absence of struggle that makes you a warrior. It's the courage to face it, raw and unfiltered. So today, before the world hits you with its chaos, hit yourself with your own truth. Look at the thing you've been avoiding, see it clearly, feel the terror, let the discomfort flow through you, and then say, "I will face you." Not tomorrow, not when I'm ready, now. And when you step forward, when you move into that moment of discomfort, know that you are becoming the man most people will never dare to be. You won't back down. You won't bend. You will dominate the thing that most people would crumble under. Because discomfort doesn't break you, it forges you. Number 5. Put your hand on your chest and forgive yourself. Every morning, most people drag their past with them like they're shackled to a stone wall. Regret, shame, guilt, failure. It's a crushing weight. It suffocates their every breath, their every move. They're prisoners in their own damn minds. But you can't master today when you're still shackled to yesterday. Your soul is paralyzed if it keeps dragging the chains of all your mistakes. And that's the first thing you need to destroy. This isn't about fixing what happened, it's about setting yourself free. You want to know what freedom feels like? Put your hand on your chest. Feel it. The heart that's still thumping, that's still alive, that's still in the game. Not just as some biological machine, but as the ultimate defiance against everything life tried to break you with. You're still here. And that's your weapon. Now say it. Say it like it's the most dangerous thing you'll ever speak. Forgive yourself. But not this soft, weak, let's forget about it kind of forgiveness. No. This is the kind of forgiveness that is as brutal and fierce as a lion's roar. Forgiveness that punches the past in the throat. Forgiveness that says, I won't let you kill me today. Forget trying to bury it. Forget trying to silence it. The mind can't move forward if it's still crying over yesterday's wounds. And that's what most people do. They let the mistakes, the failures, the should have, could have, would haves choke them out. But you'll not be another man buried by the weight of his own regrets. Epictetus wasn't whispering it. He roared it. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it, that matters. You've got to hear that every single day. You've got to feel it in your blood, in your bones. You can't erase the mess you've made, but you sure as hell can choose to use it as a catalyst for your next move. So, before the world gets loud, before the chaos kicks in, take just 1 minute. 1. Reflect on everything you've screwed up. Feel the fire in your chest. Feel the burn, the sting, the unforgiving truth. Then drop it. Stand tall and declare, yes, I messed up. I regret it, but I will not let it drag me down. Today, I am not my mistakes. I am my rebirth. Forgiveness isn't weakness. It's the hardest weapon you can wield. It's the fire that burns off every lie that tells you you're unworthy. It's the exact thing that makes you a goddamn warrior. So stop dragging your past like some shadow that's always behind you. Burn it. Tend to it like a wound. Feel it. But stop letting it dictate who you are. Let it fuel your fire. Let it transform you. You aren't broken. You're battle-tested. You're unfucking stoppable. And that's the truth. Your pain can either be the thing that buries you, or the thing that forges you into something ruthless, something relentless. Take the pain. Turn it into power, because in the end, your mistakes don't own you. You own them. Number 6. Ground yourself in silence, even if it's just 60 seconds. Before the world hijacks your thoughts, before the flood of notifications drowns out your will, before the chaos of everyone else's agenda claws at your mind, stop, take 1 breath, then take another and another. Sit there in the silence like it's a battle you are choosing to win, and you're the only one who knows it. Silence is not just quiet. Silence is the truth you've been avoiding. It's the place where everything you've been running from finally catches up with you. It's the place where your own mind will scream, I don't want to face this. The regret, the pressure, the burning ambition that's still lurking like a monster in your soul. But guess what? That monster is nothing. That chaos is a lie. At first, it will sting. The silence will feel like a beast ready to devour you. Your mind will race, your heart will pound. The world outside will keep calling your name, but inside, you'll know that this is where the battle is won. Because when you choose silence, you're choosing yourself. And there is no greater war than that one. You are battling the noise that keeps you small. That noise that tells you you're not enough, that you're falling behind, that you should be doing more. That noise doesn't own you, you own it. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." And the greatest waste, running from yourself, drowning in noise, failing to step into the freaking quiet that will shatter all your excuses and remind you that you've always had the power. The power was never in the distractions. So here's the deal. You sit in that silence, not as a victim, but as a warrior. Every second you spend in it is a second reclaiming your mind, reclaiming your soul. That stillness isn't a void, it's your ground zero. The place where everything resets, where you remember who you are and what you're capable of. The chaos in your mind, let it scream. It's your storm to ride. The silence doesn't shut it down. It just teaches you to stand tall while it rages. You're the mountain in the middle of it, calm, still, unshakable. And the silence, no matter how brutal, becomes your anchor. You don't need peace to come to you. You bring it. When you rise from that silence, you are untouchable. The world will try to grab at you, but it won't matter anymore, because you've already faced your demons in the quiet, and you know you own the day now. Number 7. Write just one sentence that sharpens you. You don't need a journal full of meaningless drivel. You need one line that hits you so hard you feel it in your bones. One sentence, one strike. Every morning, grab a pen like it's a weapon. Don't write for the world. Don't write for anyone but yourself. This isn't about creating some soft, motivational mantra that makes you feel good. This is about writing a sentence that will tear apart your comfort zone. Write something that cuts you open. A line that doesn't just sit on the page. It should rip through your excuses like a knife through flesh. Write something that feels like your soul is being barbecued alive, because that's what the truth does to you. It might look like this. I waste too much time chasing people who wouldn't bleed for me. Or this. I say I want peace, but I keep choosing chaos like a damn addict. Or this. Today I'll act like a man, not some whining weakling who hides behind excuses. Let it slap you across the face. Let it leave a mark. Let it burn deep into your mind until you can't escape it. That's where growth happens. That's where real self-mastery is forged, in the fires of self-honesty. Don't write what's safe. Don't write the shit that sounds sweet. Write what cuts deep. Write what makes you squirm, because that is where you start seeing results. This sentence will be the weapon that's always at your side, silent but sharp, waiting to remind you of who you're really becoming. And guess what? That sentence will never leave you. It'll echo in your thoughts when you're too tired to keep going. It'll burn in your gut when you're about to break your promises. It'll crawl into the darkest parts of your soul and whisper in your ear when you want to shrink back into your old self. This isn't about impressing anyone. This isn't about Instagram-worthy quotes. This is war. You're in a battle with your own weakness. And this sentence is the declaration of war. Marcus Aurelius didn't write to look cool. He wrote to shatter himself every day. He wrote to confront the parts of him that wanted to hide. He wrote to smash the lies he told himself, and he understood the power of it. He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Your strength begins on the page. One sentence, one savage strike against your inner coward. So don't you dare write what's nice. Write the truth that burns your hands when you touch it. Write the ugly shit. Write the stuff you don't want to see, because that's where you'll find who you really are. Over time, those sentences will stack up and become something far more than ink on paper. They'll become your roadmap to the man you refuse to be anymore. They'll become a mirror that shows you the darkness you've been hiding from, and they'll give you the courage to face it. And one day, those sentences won't just be words, they'll be your battle cry. You'll stop apologizing for the man you're becoming, and you'll make the world feel your presence. Number 8. Touch something cold and embrace the shock. There's a moment when your world is shattered and remade in the same breath, and it happens the second cold water slams against your skin. That's no mere splash. That's life shaking you by the throat and saying, "Get up, wake the hell up." You don't just feel it, you become it. Your body rebels. The shock hits so hard, you swear your soul almost jumps out of your body. Your skin screams, "No." The warmth you've been cradling all night suddenly feels like a distant memory. But here's the thing. You don't get to run away from this. You stand your ground. You welcome it. The mind starts throwing a tantrum. It starts its usual panic. "Not today. I'm too tired. I've earned the comfort." Your primal instincts will kick in and scream for safety, for shelter. It'll beg you to crawl back into the warmth of your blanket fortress. But you won't, because you are no longer afraid. This is Stoicism, face to face with the rawest truth. The cold isn't here to hurt you, it's here to wake you up. It's here to remind you that comfort isn't your ally. That soft, lazy place. That's where people break. That's where mediocrity thrives. Every time you dive into the cold, you're not just dunking your face into water, you're dunking your spirit into the truth. The truth that pain is not your enemy. Discomfort is not your enemy. Reaction is your enemy. The way you let fear dictate your moves, that's your enemy. So, when you dive into that chill, you lean into the fear. You look it in the eyes and you say, "Bring it." The cold is not there to punish you. It's there to test you. To see if you'll break when your body screams in rebellion. To see if you'll stay soft or if you'll rise into the hardness of your true self. Epictetus said, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are." The cold, it reveals everything about you. And here's the brutal fact. Control doesn't mean avoiding the pain. Control means you feel it and own it. You don't flinch. You don't let it control your next move. When your body is screaming, you show it who's boss. You don't cower from discomfort. You master it. Every drop of cold water, every second you spend in that frigid shock, you command it. You own it. And here's the secret. It doesn't just wake you up physically, it resets your entire nervous system. It's the primal shock therapy that gets the blood rushing. That's your body telling your mind, "Get ready. The day's coming for you, and you're ready to bite back." So stop waiting for the universe to hand you the perfect day. Create it by choosing chaos first. Turn that faucet. Feel the sting. Don't wait. Let the cold rush you. Own it like a warrior taking his first breath on the battlefield. And after, you walk into the day unshakable. Because no challenge is greater than the one you just conquered. You've faced discomfort, and it bowed to you. Number 9. Walk without distraction, and let the world reveal itself. Before you dive into the suffocating whirlwind of your day, before the world's demands hit you like a battering ram, step outside. No phone, no earbuds, no noise. Just the raw, unfiltered you and the universe staring each other down. This isn't just a walk. It's warfare. It's a challenge to the world that's been trying to own your every thought, every moment. The world doesn't need your constant validation. It doesn't need your distractions. It needs your undivided attention. And that's exactly what you owe it. Take that step, and for once, let the pavement crack beneath you as a symbol of something deeper. You've been walking through life, staring at glass, blinded by your own pursuit of comfort, of convenience, of escape. How many mornings have you let the glass tell you how to feel, what to believe, who to be? The sky, the wind, the cracks in the sidewalk, they've been there all along, waiting for you to wake up. You've been so busy filling your head with noise, you forgot that the greatest teachers of your existence don't have a microphone. They don't need a voice. They speak in silence, in wind, in the rustle of leaves and the hum of forgotten stars. And you've been ignoring them. The Stoics didn't just walk, they entered the flow of the universe. They knew that nature wasn't a backdrop to their life, it was their mirror. They didn't just look at the world, they read it. Every branch, every ripple in the river, every sunrise. They were all reflections of life's most brutal, beautiful truths. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who ruled with power, wrote with the weight of the universe on his shoulders. He wrote about change, about impermanence, about the truth that stares you down in the face every time you stop running from it. He said, "Observe always that everything is the result of change, and get used to thinking that there is nothing nature loves so well as to change existing forms and to make new ones like them." And there it is. Change. The thing that terrifies you, the thing that the world's noise tries to drown out. But when you walk, you see it. You witness life's constant transformation, the subtle evolution of everything around you, and suddenly you realize that's you too. Each step you take through this world is like stripping away the layers of bullshit you've wrapped around yourself. The distractions, the excuses, the pointless chatter. And when you truly stop running, when you start walking with purpose, with presence, you will feel it, the weight of every unspoken truth. The cracks in the sidewalk, the wind slapping your face, they are not just physical sensations, they are revelations. This walk, it's not about exercise, it's not about how many steps you take, it's about something much deeper. It's about presence, being fully here in the moment, where nothing else matters. And in that moment, everything begins to reveal itself. Your fears, your desires, the truths you've been avoiding. You face them not with words, but with the quiet, powerful force of someone who sees. Because that's what presence gives you, clarity. A man who is fully present is unbreakable. He's not swayed by the noise. He doesn't need external validation. His strength is in the stillness. His power is in being unshakable, rooted in the now. So walk, not for the cardio, not for the steps, not for any superficial reason. Walk for the purity that emerges when you strip away the layers of distraction. Walk for the world that's been whispering to you in the wind and the rustling leaves. Walk because you can finally hear it now. The noise is coming for you. The distractions are endless. But if you don't listen to the world now, when will you ever? Walk. And let the universe reveal what you've been too blind to see. Because once you hear it, you'll never be the same again. Your morning isn't just a time to wake up. It's a battlefield, and the enemy, it's not the world. It's not your boss. It's you, the version of yourself that has been half awake for too long, the one that sits back and lets comfort, excuses, and distractions rule. That's the real fight. Every choice you make, the decision to attack discomfort instead of running, to choose clarity over noise, to refuse the easy path, You're not just surviving the day, you're forging yourself into something unbreakable, something unstoppable. These 9 rituals, they aren't some life hacks. No, they're weapons. They're your armor, built not from convenience, but from the fire of discomfort, the coldness of solitude, and the power of relentless practice. Each one sharpens you, cuts through your weaknesses, and prepares you for the war that's waiting outside your door. You don't just watch this, you live it, you embody it. This is about taking control in a world that's desperate to take it from you. You don't just want to survive the storm, you want to become the lightning. So don't wait, don't hesitate. Like, comment, share, subscribe, because tomorrow won't wait for you to get your act together. Tomorrow starts now, and it starts with what you decide to do today.